part of our cooking from stockpile video. This is a recipe that I've made for many years. It is so easy, but we love it. And basically everything here is something that you would have in your stockpile, so you can put it together just about any old time. This is for peach cobbler, the easy way. I'm starting with a small can of peaches. When we had the girls home with us, I would get the larger can of sliced peaches and make it double for these proportions. But for today, this is a small can of sliced peaches, store brand, with the juice or the syrup, if you call it that. Then we're going to mix together a half a cup of self-rising flour and a half a cup, I did wash my hands, of sugar, and then a generous sprinkling of cinnamon. Kevin and I love cinnamon, and so we like any opportunity that we can put that into our cooking. I'm going to actually add some to the peaches also, just because. That way it will be in the syrup and not only on the top. The third ingredient is a half a cup of milk. So if you have regular milk, like I happen to have now, from the store, or you could reconstitute dry milk, or you could reconstitute evaporated milk. We're going to stir these three measurements together. So you had a half a cup of self-rising flour, a half a cup of sugar, and a half a cup of milk. Even measurements for the three items. I'm going to just pour this on top of our peaches. Get all the good stuff out of it. And then we're going to put this in the oven. Oh, one thing that I do like to put on there, just for a little extra added, if I have it, is a little bit of butter. So I'll add a couple of little tiny pats of butter, and they will make a nice brown area on the top. It makes it almost seem like dessert then, huh? Okay, we're ready to put it in the oven. I have a 400-degree oven waiting for me, and we'll put this in. It always seems like it takes a lot longer than what I think it should. So for this, we'll just time it and see how long it takes it to get to a golden brown on the top. And I'll add that when we come back. It always seems to take longer than you think it should for this to get done. It's been right at 40 minutes, I think, and I'm thinking it's ready to go. So let's look at it. Nice and bubbly. It'll be a few minutes. This stuff is hot and it will burn your mouth if you don't let it cool in time or enough. We decided to let this cool a little bit so we don't burn our tongues. So here's what it looks like. It makes sort of a, what do you call that, Kevin? The solid in here, the combination of the milk and the flour and the sugar makes sort of like a dumpling, I guess is what we're calling this. So to make a cobbler, still steaming. I can hurt myself eating a whole bunch of this, and you can tell that the cinnamon is cooked in through it. So we're going to try and gobble this down. Who knows if we can eat the whole thing tonight. Usually we get a couple of meals out of it, but it's sort of fun to be able to do this just from stuff that we have on hand at the house. So thanks for joining us tonight on Hideaway Homestead. I hope that this gave you some ideas of things that you can do to cook from your preps, from your food storage ideas. And I hope that you are joining us in trying out some of these things in your pantry challenge for this month. Until next time, thank you for joining us on Hideaway Homestead.